I can't tell if my hotkeys aren't working or if it's just like taking a bit. I think it's just taking a bit. I'm gonna go get a drink real quick and then we'll be on this. We got stories. Unfortunately, better or worse. I really hope that's muted. Otherwise, you're gonna hear me get up, and that's just kind of annoying. Alrighty, so we're here. I feel like my chair is like way too low. Let me fix that just because I just noticed it, and if I sit down and just try to stream like it, it's gonna bother me. Oh, fabulous. Now I feel like it's too high, but who cares? I can't deal with it. Oh, this is way too high. I feel like I just grew 20 inches. Um, I'm gonna turn on the camera, and this is either gonna look really weird or it's gonna look fine. We're gonna see. I don't love this. It's a little too high. There, that's better. I feel less like a giant this way. My chair has a tendency to just slowly sink because I flop down in it like I should not. That's not great for the hydraulics, but I do it anyway. Also, do you like these earrings? I haven't worn them on stream because they're dangles, so I have to wear earbuds with them. But they're so cute, and I've wanted to show them off so much. So I finally am. And I'm just going to wear earbuds, which is not preferred for me, but like, whatever. So, I've had some time. First of all, there's this lovely little thing on my arm. It looks way better. This happened like 3 days ago. One of my kids at work chomped me through my jacket, and because I made a mistake. Fun fact, if you're ever bit by anything, push in. I was in the middle of pulling away, and that's when, so it actually tore off quite a bit of skin. If I hadn't been wearing the jacket, it would be much worse, and I probably would have had to have stitches, but kid's fault for biting, my fault for making it worse. That's fair. So there's this, my lovely little thing that hurts so badly, and it's so deep, and it's definitely gonna scar. On the other hand, my hands look so much better, to the point where when my boss actually pointed out, I was like, oh my gosh, your arms look so much better. I'm like, was it really that bad? Do I have skin like sandpaper? Probably. But yeah, we skipped last week because I was at a celebration of life, which, some of the people there made me angry, but that's, some of the people that weren't there also made me angry because it was like, But actually I was watching back, like, my blooper reels for my Halloween stuff, and if you've never watched my making of the Cats Files, you should. I forgot, kind of, but I also didn't forget that at the end of it, I have a dedication to my guy who passed away, and it just made me really sad again. Death of the Outsider is trying to start, but it's not, so that's great. It was just, funerals and celebrations of life either bring out the best in people or the absolute worst in people. So it was one of those things. I need to move further this way. There we go. And it just kind of sucked. I mean, it's always going to suck, but it particularly sucked. It was a lot, and it was annoying, and I didn't love it. But alas, honestly, I'm going through a thing with my head right now. I'm not on it like I want to be, but it is what it is, and we're going to bear with it because there's something I can do about it at this point. So, let me stop talking and get to my daily news. Are we good? I can't tell. It looks like we're good. Okay, I had to completely restart the stream. Okay, daily news. Let's do the daily news, please. This is my website. I'm not actually on the website, and I can't do anything with it right now because I'm struggling. Anyway, this is my website. If you scroll down, you'll see what I'm talking about right now. You'll also see my, can I please? Oh my goodness. There we go. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Computer, please, please, please. Okay, there we go. If you scroll down, you'll see what I'm talking about right now. You will also find my directory, which has my gallery, where to find me online, my community rules, which are incredibly important. And if you disobey the rules, we're gonna have a really not nice time. We also have my important resources, my questions I don't want to answer, and my suggestion box. If you go to my community rules, these are everything we need to have a good time. If you do not obey these rules, I will get very mean very fast, and you don't want to see that happen because I can be real fucking mean. Don't do that. We don't want to be there. For my important links, you'll see those community rules again and a ton of important resources and charity bits that, frankly, I have to update. But I'm going to have to do that after this because part of the reason why we're having this stream at an awkward time is because I also have to change my FAQ. FAQ, please. Because if you scroll all the way down to my technical stuff, I have to update this. I finally got around to, I was like, you know what? I gotta stop buying, like, junk things and do something that'll actually have a meaningful impact on, like, something that has been bothering me for a long time. And that was finally buying more memory for my computer. So instead of just 16 gigabytes, because there's two 8 gigabyte sticks, memory sticks, I upgraded and now I have tripled my memory. So we've got a lot more in there. So hopefully that'll make things less painful when I'm trying to, like, do a video, because that's why I haven't been doing long form videos. It's not that I haven't even been recording for them. It's I can't edit them. My computer just stops and says, "You wanted me to do what, bitch?" And I'm like, God damn. Yeah. But we're going to finish Death of the Outsider. I've been thinking about Death of the Outsider so much recently because I really do think that the only reason I, like, really was bothered by it initially was the price tag for something that is effectively a DLC. And I think that's what I said the first time of, like, this is a DLC, this isn't a real, like, standalone game. It has enough gameplay to be a standalone game, don't get me wrong, but it's not really a standalone game. It doesn't give you anything more, if that makes sense. Anyway, so we're gonna here we go. Yeah, let me just not mute myself. Can I hear anything? I cannot hear anything. Okay, that's not good. You guys can hear things, but I can't. So let's see. I probably just put the wrong audio thing in. Oh, I see how it heckin' is. I need to replace these headphones. It says they're fully charged. It says they're fully charged. They're fully charged, and yet they're dead. So that's lovely. I'm doing a thing. I want to see the battery percentage. Oh, yeah, great. It's been charging for 3 days and it's got 20% battery. So no wonder it's dying on me because that's lovely. It's just great. To be fair, these are like 2-3 years old now. Which is, unfortunately, par for the course when it comes to earbuds and budget. It's a black screen. There we go. Eleuterio Cienfuegos, an ex-member of the Eyeless, stole important documents about how to enter the Void and sent them to the Royal Conservatory. Make your way inside and look for the stolen archive. Dowd just dying like that? It's so unfair, but it is so real. Don't fucking do that. Ah. Blood wept from the wound in his palm. Soon blood welled in his eyes and rolled down his face in long, staining tears. His white rat lay curled in his marked hand, protected by the boy's strange magic. He staggered through the streets of Dunwall. The world recoiled at the sight, fearful of the plague that gripped his body. There was only one place left for him. Soon he found the shrine that had brought him these powers. It lay inert, even as the boy fell to his knees before it. He had hoped to see the outsider again, but the young man did not appear. The boy looked up from the gutter and felt the void reach out for him. The ones who hurt him were dead. He smiled for the only one who had taken pity on him in his short years. He lay down on the cold stone before the shrine. Thank you, a pained whisper to the night air. He had lived his final days unafraid. Life fled the boy, and his smile slackened into a dull stare. His little white rat slipped from his hand and lapped up the blood from his cheek. Motherfucker. No more liquor. No more listening to Dowd muttering in his sleep. I held the rat charm, hoping to see Deirdre's face again. But now I hope last night was the last time. When she came to me, she smiled, and I knew she had something to share again. First, she kissed my lifeless eye, then held up what she had been hiding behind her back. It was Dowd's hand, cut off at the wrist and all carved up with the outsider's mark. I watched as she bent her head and kissed its cold flesh too, all the while whispering that language I only heard in the void. Then she dropped the dead hand and it sank into the black and it disappeared. Did the outsider show me this? Is he using Deirdre's face, her hands, her hair, things I'd never share, things I keep close to my heart? If that's true, I don't know why, and I don't know what it means for the old man. I don't think he's found any rest, even now.
I'll finish what you started, Dowd.
My headphones died. Just completely. Yeah, fully charged, but you give me that. I love that. So I'm gonna have to be uncomfortable because I'm not taking off my earrings, but I want to be able to hear what's going on. And I'm having the anxiety of my life, like seriously. Can I hear now? I can, kind of. Everything's very, like, low.
Fine days,
Ooh,
brother.
motherfucker!
We need only record the heretical texts we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered
There's
some
nothing I
troubling
can save from that fire. It's all ashes. I need to check that ledger and see if what I want is still here.
Cures for impotence? I tell you, I've seen enough take one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime. Ah, where did you disappear to?
Over here.
What do you want?
Hi,
It's
Courtney.
Milani. He went into that building with the red poster over there. Said he wanted to check for something real quick like. Well, that was hours ago, and he's not back. And with overseers crawling all over the place, I just know something bad happened.
You look tough. Why don't you go check on him?
Can't. Promised I'd stay put right here, out of harm's way.
That's not really a reason.
Lon says we can't risk us both getting hurt. Especially if... Please. Can you just go check on him for me? I'll make it worth your while.
Open up! We know you're in there. Surrender and we won't harm you for entering a quarantined area.
We'll just deliver you to the void.
Oh,
No.
Dear Lonnie, I've been thinking about the last time we talked. You said you're torn up inside that you can't offer Courtney a decent proposal with no ring. Well, my boss had to leave a stash of jewelry behind in her apartment when they put Syria Gardens under quarantine. If I recall right, there's a ring in there you might use for a proposal. It'll do until you find another one anyway. Consider it my wedding gift to you two. Fondly, Malrosia.
warning. Open up or we blow the damn door open.
Stay here, brother, while I search the back room. If he runs, block his escape. We saw you skulk into this place. We will find you.
We know what you're doing.
All we
Reveal
are
yourself, criminal.
That is what I should have said. Now I feel...
No.
What was that?
Dead. We'll need to write a report for Brother Cardoza. At least we found him before he began to smell.
You're not supposed to be
Oh,
here.
really?
Can't escape. I smell heresy on you.
Alpha-born
I have
runs
heard
over your corpse, blasphemer.
Die, creature of the void.
Please.
I'm sorry. He didn't make it. But I found this letter with him. Thought you might want it.
Oh, no. Lonnie. Thank you. Here. Take this for your trouble.
Thanks. I found this ring Lonnie was looking for. I thought you'd want to have it.
You and
Why is it blue? Oh my god, there's another one.
Likes of you. Or the Abbey.
Jeez, he's the guy.
Wait, this isn't.
What the fuck was that? I don't know, but it worked out, I think.
I lost her.
Yes, you did.
It's been a long time since anyone came in through that door.
Kill every last blind sister and overseer except for Brother Cardoza. Steal the book. Dowd is dead. I'm all that's left of him. Me and this knife I can't let go. Dolores Michaels' bank was a puzzle box of miserable secrets, and right at the center was the reason for it all. A woman taught to breaking and the knife she tried to hide. The outsider handed the knife to me himself. He wants to know what I'm going to do with it. He'll find out soon enough. Why does this thing have two blades? Nothing ever gets stuck between them. None of this void shit ever makes any sense. I burned Dowd's body today. When I left the Whalers, the rat plague was still piling corpses in the street. There wasn't anyone alive in those months who didn't learn grief. Even Dowd nearly lost himself to it then. But I can't lose myself. Not now, not again. When Deirdre died, who I was or what I'd done died too. No one else saw me like she did. No one until I met Dowd, and he gave me purpose again. When I left Dunwall, I let it heal over with lies. But my time back with Dowd reopened that wound. Now all I can hope now is that I helped him in his final days, just like he helped me. At the bank, I learned more about the pharmacist Cienfuegos. He was an eyeless and an artist too. He painted the void and was close to finding out how the cult leaders reached that place. He stole documents from Dolores Michaels and sent them to the Royal Conservatory. I need to find them so I can see what he saw. His paintings are quiet, if a painting can be quiet. Quiet but unsettled. He wanted to know everything, uncover every secret. He was searching, just like me, and he was killed for it. The last time I was in Syria Gardens, the Royal Conservatory had become a nest for the same coven of witches I'd worked with in Dunwall years ago. The curator, Brianna Ashworth, and a group of women were living there, performing odd rituals with bones and glass. Now the Abbey of the Everyman and their witch hunters have taken it over and are gutting the place of all traces of black magic. If I'm lucky, the documents I need haven't been burned yet. When the outsider is gone and the overseers can't use him to prey on people's fears, I'll be there, laughing as the Abbey falls to pieces. What other bone charms do I have? I'm wondering.
You're armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
Nice doing business with you. As soon as I save enough coin, I'm retiring to Calero. A peaceful old age of brandy and cigars. That's what I want. It's all yours. Enjoy. The conservatory visitors used to be my best customers. Such exotic items they asked for. Now it's all weapons and trinkets. Come back next time you need something.
Absolutely.
If that was who I think it was.
Okay.
The streets are closed on Abbey orders.
Wait, don't I have to kill the overseers for that one contract? Okay, wait. Sorry, man. I wanted to, like, spare you, but I don't think I can. Nothing back here, it's just a space. Okay.
Hey, you! You aren't going anywhere! Brother, execute the blasphemer!
Prepare the carriage for... You saw something?
Ooh, wee. I don't like that. We're just trying to complete the contract, okay? Oh, goodness. This is a complete listing of heretical items that have been submitted to a thorough investigation during the month of Rain, 1852. Still under investigation, curator's office papers, silvergraphs, notes, letters. Note, the location of these new documents was revealed to the oracular order in a vision. The archive has been confiscated by Sister Rosewin. She will personally examine it for potential heretical properties and communicating her findings directly to roving vice overseer Cardoza. Heretical contraption, lenses, desecrated caskets, wires, devices. Note will be dismantled and sent to the Abbey once the sister's examination is complete. Burned or shipped to the Abbey, 43 crates, books of arcane recipes, heretical spells, studies, ritual instructions, blasphemous stories burned, 17 crates, vials of unknown potions, salves, roots, herbs, and roots shipped to the Abbey, 10 crates, human hair, animal bones, and body parts burned, 3 shawls embroidered with heretical sigils burned, 1 altar, wooden, carved, wax-coated, well-used, burned, 1 child's doll, husk body, wizened apple face, stuck with pins, burned, 34 runes and amulets shipped to the Abbey, 7 notebooks and personal diaries shipped to the Abbey, 2 scrying glasses burned, 1 crate, various devices for self-gratification burned, 3 sets, children's teeth and fingernails burned, 1 ash tree cut out at the root from the conservatory terrace burned, 4 crates, candles, incense, bells, and assorted ritual items burned.
Sister Rosewin is keeping documents in the curator's office. I need to find them.
Brothers, by order of the roving vice overseer, patrols for Syria Garden will be doubled until further notice. Sacrilegious smugglers disregard our quarantine notices and sneak inside the district to pilfer heretical goods. As the strictures say, roving feet love to trespass. We must not allow such profane materials to leave the area. Be vigilant. Bring these intruders to justice. Brother Vida.
don't know, but I saw her crawl out of that open hatch in the corridor. I believe they're now.
Our therapy has thinned their numbers. Have you searched this one? Hello?
Hey, you're gonna pay for his death!
I don't think I will. Anyway, I was going this way. Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Let's see what you've got. Revenge. I will kill you for that.
I'm not having fun with that. Ugh. That's a lot. Lots of money here.
One way things down here. Never melted. People got a lesson they never do. It drives me mad.
sought to twist our prophecies to their own ends.
They could plant lies in our mouths with this machine. What protections do we have against these violations in the future?
Be calm, Sister Talus. We will study this sinister device in full once we have laid our fallen sisters to rest.
You don't belong here. We will...
Brothers, over here!
The rats. Seriously? Whoever wrote the dialogue for the rats? Oh, we've heard that one. It's just terrifying. Already been here. Oil, money. Nice. Money. Money. Must be funny for the money.
Victim of her own restless hands. She should be burned in the street with the rest of the filth. Why isn't she? It's been 3 days since she fell. I must send a message to the overseers to come clean this.
Sister Roswin keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumor has it she knows every secret in the Isles. Murder, treason, love affairs. That kind of information could turn me into a very powerful lady. I'll give all my bone charms to whoever manages to infiltrate the Royal Conservatory and steal that book.
Pretty sure. Who is there? You're so dead. Accept your fate, miscreant. Let's see what you got. I'll stand against your fate. Die. Step back. Brothers, let's end her.
What's that? You will burn for that.
Alright. I don't like that. Everything seems like very bright. I might have to turn the brightness of this down a little because, oh, it's giving me a little bit of a headache. And not in an okay way, in a oof way.
I have been called to the trance. Sister Rosewin seems elevated today. I believe a recent vision presses upon her. She and a few of our sisters are on the terrace now. I must join them.
Of course. I understand if she is ill at ease. I am disturbed by the archive we've uncovered.
You guys were blind.
They scream against indifference, whisper questions. All their hate, their loneliness, their terror. They break against the rocks, one wave after another.
Money, money, money. Wait, that might be important. I love that I was like, oh, it might be important. It's my mom, so yes, it's important. I'm gonna have to use foresight to, like, literally do a run through of everything and be like, is everybody dead? Because I need everybody to be dead, unfortunately.
Brother Cardoza, Sister Rosewin requests your presence on the terrace. It's about the Heretic Archive. She wants you to take it.
What are they looking for? Bet they'd love to cut me open too.
Cardoza, the heretic archive we have discovered here is more dangerous than we could have known. A recent vision has revealed its importance to the future of the faithful. If we do not act soon, I believe it could undo everything the Abbey has accomplished in the Isles. There are only two courses of action before us. Burn the archive with the other... I'll be back. Alrighty. Burn the archive with the other blasphemous documents we have uncovered, or have it delivered to Whitecliff for further study and deliberation. I will meditate upon my vision today and decide which is in the Abbey's best interest. I will send one of my sisters to retrieve you when I have reached my decision. When that happens, come immediately to me and do exactly as I tell you without a moment's delay. It is too dangerous for the information this archive contains to linger in this place any longer than necessary. Last entry. Sister Roswin directs us to destroy the witch's books and papers. Her wisdom is beyond question, and yet I've glimpsed such wonders in their pages. What harm lies in looking through the tomes before the fire consumes them? Should we not know the enemy we fight? Should we not study their corrupt thoughts to better understand them? Doubt plagues me and leads my mind down an errant path. It is heresy, I know this, yet still I burn with curiosity. If only I could preserve a few small volumes from the flames. So he doubted. I forget where exactly I have to put you, so I'm just going to leave you here. Ooh, I know what to do.
That wasn't her. It was soon.
Why are you acting this way? Something wrong.
I don't understand. What's going on?
What are you doing? You seem feverish.
Brother Cardoza, at last. I've concluded my study of the hidden archive, especially this silver graph plate.
A silver graph plate? What did you find out? Is there something special about it?
It is an abomination. Darkness clings to it. We must destroy it, lest it fall into less righteous hands. Show it to no one, and burn its heretical stain from the world.
I got it.
Well.
Fix your eyes to what is edifying. Why are you acting this way? There's something wrong.
I did! Successfully!
We will tear out that black eye! I'll do work to you!
One of us saw that coming, Roswin.
Certainly wasn't you. Sister Roswin, we have yet to locate Your personal diary of prophecies and meditations. The thief, as you know, fled along the catwalk that borders the atrium to the elevator shaft. Fortunately, she fell to her death. We searched her, but your diary was not found among her effects. She may have concealed it somewhere before she came to her end. The body of Sister Cian, who died in an attempt to subdue the thief, has been properly attended to. Her remains are on their way to our chapel presently. May her spirit fade and merge with the cosmos. I am certain no one has signed your diary and neglected to inform us, but I know if I catch an overseer reading your private notes, I am within my rights to kill him for his flagrant debasement to the wandering gaze. Yours in faith, Sister Ramos.
I can take a look at this with a silvergraph projector. If the oracular order really can see the future, then this silvergraph plate will tell me what I need to know.
Hear it, but
What do we have here? There shouldn't be anything on this part of the mountain. Shindere North Quarry. That's where the eyeless are getting into the void. I should keep the silvergraph plate with me.
not yet. We got other stuff to do. So, what do we have to do with my man, Cardoza? Oh my god, I was literally right on top of it. 19 earth, 5 red strings pulled taut over some unknown instrument. My sisters could not make sense of it. Perhaps it will reveal itself again. Harvest, more political unrest. Morley uses squabbles to no end. At Lord Carrington's next feast, they will display the head of a blood ox as a centerpiece and assassinate their rival at the dinner table. I've consulted my sisters. We will write to Vice Overseer Hanlon before the month of rain. Our site shows us the Isles, from trivial to calamitous. Baker using sawdust instead of flour in Karnaka. Fun fact, that actually happened during, the Great Depression. A fishing net tangled around a dead child in Pottershed. A whisper between lovers in Dunwall Tower. Tonight I witnessed the outsider's final moments in the void. I've imparted the danger to my sisters, but I could not divulge the true nature of my vision. It would only invite the errant mind. Some may greet the outsider's death with exultation, others would show more wisdom. I have not yet ridden to the High Oracle. I fear the event will come to pass before my message could reach her. No, I know what I must do to prevent this dissolution. Down to the ground floor we go.
Some confessed outright. Others denied wrongdoing until confronted with their heresy. Trinkets of marked teeth, pages filled with occult markings, and then...
Did you hear that? Art pictures. What is going on here? Let's have a look. Nothing here. Let's have a look around. I'll flank her.
Ooh, shoot. Holy crap.
I think I just saw something. Keep trying.
Anybody?
Brothers,
Don't make me
over
search the
here.
whole place.
Defend yourself. I have her in sight.
Mess. Partially because I was hitting Q.
No way this is a cure. What's going on here? What are they doing to you?
What are they doing to you? Your eye has gone black. Is it your punishment? They say I'm guilty of heresy. Do you think I'm guilty?
Well, she's free.
Hey, you!
Loot, more loot, more loot.
I remember these back in Dunwall. When it played, it was like knives sliding over your skin.
Money, money, money. I hope all is well with you. How does my garden fare? Are the potatoes sprouting yet? I wish I was there to see it and not in this den of heretical horror. Eh. I understand how important our work at the conservatory is, but I fear I shall never feel clean again after dealing with the remnants of Delilah's coven. Brothers, you cannot imagine how far from the strictures these creatures have fallen. They've abandoned their humanity to wallow in wanton flesh like animals, and to worship the outsider with twisted, profane rituals. To read their writings is to blush with shame for such degraded beings. And for what? A fleeting taste of mortal power? Incomprehensible. I can't wait to put their filth behind me and return home to the good, clean earth and bright sunshine of our quiet lives together. Faithfully yours, Brother Hippolito. Well, I don't know how to pronounce that. What other? There's the other one, right? So I guess we haven't killed all of the brothers or something.
What do we do? What do we do?
What do you do with a drunken sailor? Hey, bitch.
Hey, stop! Let's see what you've got. You're so dead. Come and face your judgment, apostate. Don't take unnecessary risks.
Fighting me is an unnecessary risk.
Looking for a fight?
Not really, just kinda kill you. It's a little unfortunate, but that's fine. Contract achieved. Loot. More loot. That's always good. I'm stealing your food and whatever money you've got. Also, like, things like that. I feel like they got to a point where they're like, we should just give you a lot of money. I'm just breaking glass for the fun of it.
Brothers and sisters, if the outsider visits you, remember 3 things. Ignore his words, don't look him in the eye, and never, ever accept his gifts.
Not like there's anyone left to hear it, but it was interesting for me to hear it. Loot, need loot. Alright, now it's time to just do the apartment. Oh, frick. Crackers. No, I keep forgetting. I'm at home. Which means, oh, jeez Louise, I'm allowed to say the bad words, the adult words. Because I am, in fact, an adult. bad. Honestly, with these powers, like, this wasn't really a risky wager. It was just a wager. Oops. Well, I'm gonna go back to the lady, because I like this black market lady, so...
Welcome back. Take a look around.
She's got a whole room back there.
Don't see many customers coming in from that district anymore. I hope the quarantine is lifted soon.
Wait, I only have 122, so we're not gonna get 2 upgrades. We're gonna do...
As I save enough coin, I'm retiring to Calero. A peaceful old age of brandy and cigars. That's what I want.
I hope you get that, lady.
Careful out there.
There's no one to be afraid of now anymore. Unfortunately. We're done. Full-on assault. Ton of people killed. Almost all the bone charms. And all the contracts. Nice. Like, this is very fun, but, like, the price tag is insane for what it is. It's wild. Correction. It's more wild. The Silvergraph plate you've recovered from the Royal Conservatory points to a secret location far away in the mountains near Shindari Peak. Once you're there, find an entrance to the void and eliminate the outsider.
There's a darkness at the center of all things. It'll change you if you think about it too much, but it's always there. It waits for you. When I was in hiding, I tried to forget everything that I was. Now I aim to keep my promise to a dead man, someone who meant the world to me. Sometimes I still hear Dowd's voice echoing through the metal of this miserable knife. This is the strangest, most important thing I've been through, and that's saying a lot. There's a mining complex on Shindere Peak, somehow so obscure that most people don't believe it exists. That mad cult lives there, protecting the one place that can bring me face to face with the outsider himself. Years ago, I heard Dowd talking about the void, a fear that grips your throat, bends your spine, but I can't turn away now. What will we have left if the outsider's gone? His name might be lost to the void, but tonight, I'll find out if he can still bleed.
Honestly, this is a very, like, grand, like, mission, and you're given such small scale for it. It's a little disappointing.
Shindere North Quarry. It shouldn't exist, but from what I can see, this place is real. At least for now.
Here, the void is closest to the surface of reality, breaking through and spilling out all the fear and power the Abbey of the Everyman tries to hide. You have uncovered more than most. What you do now will change the world.
And I hate that the captions aren't synced.
You know, I used to wonder if you'd speak to me. I almost wanted it. Every street kid, every desperate wretch pushed to the edge. They all wanted you to speak to them. Why didn't you? Why me, now? You know I'm here to end this. You and this disgusting cult.
People have come to this place for centuries wanting many things. To elude death, to seek forbidden knowledge. They are never satisfied no matter how much they take. Not even the dead find peace here. You will find another relic of the cult's heart. A piece of whatever god came before my time. You will find the people who murdered me. When I knew them, they had names and ambitions. Now, they wander this place, their minds snared up with terrible secrets, keeping hidden the unspeakable ritual that made me what I am. Deep in the void, they put a knife to my throat and tore my name away. You have found the knife. Maybe you can find my name in the black viscera of this place, if you care to look.
Why are you telling me this? What do you want?
We both know how a mob can justify
I feel like this
murder
would
to
be a more
themselves.
impactful scene if it was in third person.
What I wanted never mattered to the cultists here. I will not speak to you again. The next time we meet, you will be face to face with what was done to me all those years ago. Your mind echoes with everything that Dowd wants you to do. But I am here to say that you have a choice, Billy Lurk.
I feel like this should just be now I'm feeling like it should be much longer, but they didn't do that, and it's the price tag is for a longer game, the story is for a longer game, the game itself is short, and there's nothing wrong with a short game, but anyway. My nights on this mountain have been sleepless, but last night I dreamed about the outsider. I knew I would, sooner or later. He was held in the void, eyes shut tight as if he were dreaming something just as terrible. I didn't hesitate. I put my living hand to his cheek, then pushed the knife deep into his chest. I leaned into it with my whole body as it slid into him with a shudder, blood welling up over my fingers. His eyes opened, then I saw him face to face just for a moment. Then he fell, trembling in the dark, and all I could see was Deirdre, twitching in the gutter like the day she died. I had to force myself to wake up just so I could look away. I know the knife becomes a part of me when I can't see it. I feel it in my chest, in my throat. I could hate the outsider for what he's done to me, twisting up the few memories I hold dear, showing me horrors I never wanted to witness, leaving me with ragged pieces of myself all bound up in shadows. Can I end his miserable life for that? Last one. Because, yeah, there's no addition. You just read the entire thing at the beginning of the mission. I'll never know exactly what Sister Rosewind saw in her visions, but something made her hesitate. Something made her hold on to that silvergraph long enough for me to save it from the fire. The archive that Cienfuegos stole shows me exactly where the void touches our world, where I can reach the outsider. I don't know what else I'll find there. All the whispers and legends say something terrible, something you can't forget. I won't know what's true until I reach it. What do you pack for a journey to the void? I just left everything behind. Every day, Karnaca gets smaller. That swarming, stinking city, now nothing but a few lights in the distance. But I can't look back anymore. The void is closer with every step. It's quiet out here. Sometimes all I can hear is my own breath, my own heartbeat. It reminds me of being on the open ocean, feeling like you're the only one left alive, feeling like the world won't care if you don't come back. Nothing but me and my thoughts. Everything I've done led me to this place, to this moment. Killing the Duke's brother when I was a kid, betraying Dowd, helping Emily retake the throne, but even then I never felt important. I was always just another desperate person trying to make sense of her life. I watched my whole world being taken from me over and over. This time I gave it all up on my own. I'm climbing the mountain. I don't know what waits for me there, but the outsider is watching, and he knows it was my choice to go. The outsider hasn't known anything but hatred for thousands of years. He was killed to fulfill a purpose. No one asked him what he wanted. The lights went out in his world, and his eyes adjusted to the dark. I know what real loneliness is like. If it hadn't been for Dowd, I would have died from it. Now I'm walking into the void to face the loneliest creature in the world. Maybe the outsider knows I'm just chasing down someone who can give me a bit of purpose. I have nothing left except promises to the dead. When I reach him, I'll see more clearly than ever. Kill the outsider or find another way. That's our only thing. We got no contracts. Same powers. We could craft some bone charms. And then I think we'll use leech cuts. Everything that isn't already equipped will recycle. Well, maybe not. Probably, but I don't want to do that. I kind of like what I got. Okay, we'll just do it for the ones that we know we can, like, learn. Please don't be corrupt. Great. And then the last one will just be... And now I can just put my craft it bone charms on there. Everything will be good. You recover from falls quicker. Much quicker. One second. I gotta take a break real quick. I'll be back. Wrong button. Whoops. There we go. No? Yes, this is the right one. Alright, sorry about that. However, I remembered. I got myself a new jacket. He's so cute. Look. I can't see that way, so that's kind of... But it's so fuzzy. I love it. Can't stick it in the dryer, but I love it. And it's very cozy. Alright, we're gonna get through this real quick. I have to switch to the screen so you can see what we're doing.
I died because they demanded, but soon there won't be any more demands.
Where is everyone? I hate this place already.
I literally... Oh my gosh, why did that not work? Concerning reports have disrupted mining activity at Shinderi North Quarry yet again, with many working on site complaining of unsettling visual and auditory hallucinations. These have ranged from seemingly innocuous instances of misplaced equipment to large sections of the mine disappearing and reappearing within hours. The widespread nature of these collective hallucinations have made them difficult for the Shinderi Mining Company to dismiss. Furthermore, rumors of black damp, miners' slangs for lack of breathable air caused by underground gases, have spread, leading to several threats of a general strike across the company's workforce, as well as a growing labor shortage as many miners choose to leave the troubled site. Accusations of poor working conditions, particularly lack of adequate ventilation, are entirely unfounded and ultimately harmful to our operations, said Bernice Castiglia. I know how to pronounce that, but I can't pronounce it for some reason. A representative of the Shinderi Mining Company when reached for a comment. We are committed to the health and safety of our workers and have taken steps to ensure these reporting headaches, memory loss, and hallucinations have access to proper counseling and treatment, i.e. they're nuts, instead of, actually taking things seriously. Silver fever swept through Karnaka this week as would-be prospectors hoisted a shovel and left to strike it rich at Shinderi Peak. The recent discovery of thick veins of silver ore at Shinderi North Quarry has brought unprecedented profits to mining companies and small claim holders alike. Reports say the lightest stroke of the pick uncovers silver nuggets worth thousands. The wild rush to make a fortune means that claims on the peak are going fast, but there are still opportunities to work as miners with the Shinderi Mining Company. The company offers a percentage of profits to all who sign on to dig with them. So what are you waiting for? To Shinderi.
What is that thing? Ah, it makes my eye burn.
Ooh, I see. Wait, I do need foresight. You just need to... I can do this. I can figure this out. There we go. Siobhan, I know you don't believe me, but I saw it again. The air shivered and split apart and sealed up again like a river crust. The rest of the day I didn't recognize anyone's faces. It was like their mouths and noses and eyes were all blurred together like a bad silver graph. I had to guess who was who based on their clothes. We didn't leave Dunwall for this shit. When the Pendleton mines closed up, we thought, now's our chance. We can go to Serkonos. There's better pay and better weather. Now maybe we should have stayed. I don't know. I can't handle this. I can't go down there not knowing what I might see. Please, you have to believe me. You're the only one who knows. Your brother, Niall.
The ones who made me have watched them away for centuries to the dead eye, rotting from the inside. But they won't be my case. She will heal back all the lies and symbols. For some, a catastrophe. For others, a revelation. And for some, my death will be a promise.
Where's the heart? I was just feeding the rats and talking to them. Like the lonely rat boy.
Companions!
You're not
we
one of
have
us.
an unwanted guest! No way!
What?
You're dead!
How dare you!
Loki kind of wanted to save him, and then I just killed him, I think. Which is unfortunate. Okay, there's gonna be another one where I gotta, like, time things. Okay. Wait, I can do this. I can do this. Take and then if we real quick, like, there we go.
I saw you hasten from the library yesterday. You...
What's going on?
You're so well dressed.
Hey, you. Come here.
Tonight we commune with the eye. When you've finished your studies for the evening, leave the library and join us in the chamber. The relic will look inside us, and we must aid its search. The void lies inwards. We must bring it to the surface to see its truth. Bring 3 sharp knives. Crackers. Okay. I don't know what I just hit, but... Well, cheese and crackers.
What's all this rat? What? I'll kill you for that.
No! You shouldn't have done that!
Okay. Healing. Anything else? Nope, nothing over there. Let's see. I want it to go, like, there was a building that I wanted to go in. I wonder. No, I can't. Unfortunate. Shortcuts. Any motherfucking shortcuts I can use? Look like it. Okay, then we're doing the old-fashioned way. Fall. We already read that one. What is this? So we need people. Okay. I think dead bodies count. I don't see why they wouldn't count. It's still weight.
weight to get the elevator going.
You got more weight. The elevator is going. Very confused.
I'll look back to finally experience man. I see forever, and in thy can't see the future.
Close it.
I'm going to have a look around.
Bye.
Ran high, very small places, still huge ice seas. The huge ice seas drags us to the dark places, drags us to the cold. Everything's stone, everything old.
All of you have appointed yourselves to a better existence. Lifting up from the muck and the dank warmth. No! You shouldn't have. Where did you disappear to? What?
Nothing.
No luck.
I'll take a look.
Let's search over there then. I feel like I hit that black eye. No! Don't pay for his death!
I used to shoot sewer rats like you. You'll die at the hands of such an honor for you.
Fascinating.
Forbidden. Could be worth looking into.
Ooh.
When I die, this world was me. And when I die again,
Oh, there's nothing. It's literally just a brick wall. Stone wall, really. It started with hallucinations. Juana Gallardo screaming when her house vanished as she unlocked her front door. Miners returning from the depths with hair-raising tales of tunnels appearing, already quarried and cleared beneath their pickaxes. But soon the entire town was awash in the unexplainable. The first time I hallucinated, I was working in Shindari Mining Company's store, distributing supplies from prospectors fresh off the carriages from Karnaka. I pulled a head lantern from the shelf and turned to hand it to the customer, but he was gone. The shop was gone. I was standing alone in a dust-swept street amid tumbled ruins. It was North Quarrytown, but different, as if decades had pressed it into the earth. I blinked and the vision dissipated. I was left befuddled, staring at a curious customer. Soon all of North Quarry started flickering in and out of existence. Talk to a friend and they'd disappear mid-sentence. Roll over into your bedroom and wake up under starry skies. We lost sense of what was real and what was illusory. And it worsened. The town disappearing for days while we camped in caves and spoke in hushed voices. It became unbearable. One by one, my neighbors fled to Calero, Bastillon, anywhere but Shindari. Soon I was the only one left, wandering the streets alone. I'd gone half mad with loneliness, roaming mine shafts deep into the mountains. When I stumbled upon a giant eye, it seemed to hum with power, beckoning me. And when I touched the eye, understanding exploded within me. The invisible layers of the universe were laid bare to me. I left the mines a wiser woman. Shindari's secrets a mystery no more. I witnessed no more vanishings. Forever after, the town remained stone solid for me.
No. Have you read the third? I didn't like that. Look around.
Come out and fight, you rat! Curiosity will be your death.
It's not wise to quarrel with us.
You don't deserve the touch of the outsider.
This is a bad situation, isn't it?
You're bleeding to death here. Let me wipe any visions? Describe what you see.
No! You'll pay for it!
So that was a lot.
She is seen through dark waters. Soon she will see your obscurity.
Wow. Amazing. Okay, where do we find that key? I might have to look it up because I want to find the key first. Yeah. Where now? First, let's... Okay, where are we going? Key that we need. I keep pressing space. Okay. This will be backtracking from heck. Or wait. Actually, I do still actually need this. Okay.
You'll have to. Huh? I thought you...
What the fuck? That music is...
That's it. The eye of the dead god. It's been a part of me since this all started. It's cold. Dead. But it still sees.
We're gonna learn some things, aren't we?
I can see everything. The void. like looking under the waves and into the sea.
I literally got this lady phased into the next area. Wow. Month of Rain. I do what I do for the sake of my studies. The risks are great, but it was never in my nature to leave questions unanswered. Everything must be revealed in time. Others may judge me, but that same desire exists in their own hearts. They are simply too cowardly to pursue it. That the only means to the ritual hold lies in pieces suspended in the moments in time in which that ancient gate was shattered. I will break the oldest and most sacred dictates of our order by simply approaching it, and to attempt to trespass, I do not know if I will succeed, but I must try. Whatever happens to my body, I know that my research is hidden in a safe place in my cell. My life has led to this moment, my wasted youth in the Academy of Natural Philosophy, my time with the eyeless, my years in this sanctum, and now I might finally uncover the secrets of the ancient language. Is key, so now we have to go back. Oh my fucking god! Oh. Nope. I think I was feeling a little too confident. Holy crap. Okay. In which I must remind you that I am in fact the baddest of bitches. Oh, we are not fucking dealing with that shit.
The topography of the void is dependent upon reality to supply
Is that the mark of the outsider? This one was obsessed like all the rest. What did he find out?
Though I know the void sees into our hearts, my fellows call it the ritual hold. Some say it is a cradle, others say a tomb. The outsider himself resides there. To even approach the gate to that place is sacrilege.
Oh, shit.
And even then, the void itself keeps it shut to living eyes. Truly, the ritual hold exists outside of time itself.
I am now certain of the meaning of that script adorning the flesh of those few who encounter the outsider. It is his name, the name he lost when he merged with the void, and if the name is returned to him, the old ritual performed by the envisioned years ago would be undone. This revelation sends shivers down my spine. What I hold is the catalyst that could undo everything our collegiate has accomplished. The ancient language tantalizes me still. The pronunciation was never formed for any earthly tongue. Perhaps these people, long ago, spoke with the spirits. but speculation is one of many pitfalls which threatens the errant philologist. To pursue this further would necessitate transgressing the deepest commandment of our order. No one has entered the ritual hold since the outsider merged with the void. But to find one of those cursed spirits to read this language, it intrigues and frightens me in equal measure. Against all caution, all prudence, all sense of loyalty, I persist. I cannot abandon my research. This place, this reliquary that holds the outsider's true form, calls to me. If my plan to enter the ritual hold is found out, all is lost.
It would be as futile as it is forbidden to it.
The mark is the outsider's name. And this says only spirits in the void can read it.
Some remnants of their benevolent qualities are preserved in our oldest writings. The language possesses an unusual amount of diphthongs, reliant on distinction in tone.
I'm not. This is not a situation where I feel comfortably being like, oh, let me kill everything. No. No. Oh, Mother of God. What the fuck just happened? Okay.
How long has the outsider been drowning at the heart of the void?
Oh, I died. It's fine. We gotta save anyway. Because there are like a couple of different endings here, and
Geography of the void is dependent upon reality to
we're gonna knock them all out. So. Oh, crap. I got too brave. I'm too brave, and I should not be brave. This is not a situation in which being brave is beneficial. So effigies are different, and I need to remember that. We do not want to mess with the real ones. The effigies are fine. So I should just be... Mother of... Actually, a second. Nice!
How long has the outsider been drowning at the heart of the void?
I'm gonna save here. Because I don't know necessarily how to do this. Oh, nope. Nope, nope. Oh, goodness. Will it work? Ish. Oh, never mind, I didn't have to.
He's here. I can feel it.
Oh, you can just walk on water. Fabulous. Yeah, I still do think that, like, this variation of the void that was introduced in Dishonored 2 is just, it's not as cool as the other one. Not the one in the first,
Now everything is
I
gone.
had a choice. I had a choice.
There's just people hanging out.
Dowd? Why are you here? What are you?
Look at us. Trapped here. An eternity on a butcher's block. Waiting for the knife to fall. There's nothing left of me but this.
Dowd, I'm here. Look at me.
I know that name. I know you. There was blood. And masks and blades raised. Billy Lurk. I even remember when you hated me. And now you followed me into the void itself. You brought the knife. I can't hurt him. There's nothing I can do. Only you can kill him. How long have I waited here?
Not long, thankfully.
Too long, old man.
There he is. The outsider. All this time dreaming in the void. I wonder if he dreamed about this moment. Go finish it. End his miserable life.
He almost looks like he's in pain. Is this really what you want? Is this really what he deserves?
You know how this ends, Billy.
I hear their fingernails inside the walls.
Look at you. This is what the Abbey tried to hide. This is what the eyeless want to know about. I'm at the center of the void itself. And you're not even some kind of horror I need to face down and fight. You're at my mercy. But you've always been at the mercy of bad people, haven't you? You said I had a choice. Well, I'm here to make it.
Which one do we want to go with first? Because we will come back. Let's just go with the first option.
I've seen what you wanted me to see, you black-eyed bastard. It doesn't change a thing. This is how it ends. This is how it always ends.
I see. There are no choices left.
Ooh, kind of horrifying.
It's done. You've cut away the knot at the center. The rest will fall to pieces. The world will finally change.
The world might change, but we won't. Killers never change.
Okay.
What happened is what had to happen. Maybe it's not fair, but I can't think of much that is. I know the guilty never get what they deserve. I know the black-eyed bastard never did. But with that knife in his heart, I've evened the score. He died for the people twisted by his magic. The cults, witches, and killers. For all the madness and chaos they caused. For Dowd, for me. And after all this, I'm still just a murderer. There's so much doubt. But there are some things I know are true. The outsider is no more, and with that, the world will change in ways none of us can know. But the void is still there, echoing just beyond what you can see. And there's no one left to say who will and won't be touched by its magic.
That is simultaneously so depressing for, like, Billy as an individual versus, like, it's kind of hopeful for the world, right? But it's interesting. Oh yeah, and the composer passed away, which was sad. Brilliant composer. I muted the wrong thing. Brilliant. We're gonna skip this because we're gonna watch it later after we, go back. Wait. Which one? I don't know which one it is, but we'll see. You gotta make a choice, and it's gotta be a different choice now. Wait! It's just both epilogues, but it's different epilogues? This is from 2020. What the frick? Wait. What just happened? Wait a second. Wait. So that is the other ending, but like... Yeah, it's just... Wait a second. You guys literally watched me save. What just happened? So you guys watched me save. Okay, wrong campaign. Okay. I was about ready to be like, what the fuck? Somehow, I got into my old save instead of this one. Which was ironically the first time I played it, and the only other time I've played it, so... Oh, not enough energy anymore. Jeez. Oh, and I'm stuck. So because I don't want to have to run up here again, we're gonna make a different save. We did the evil thing. We'll save here so I don't have to run.
Everything is gone.
What if we skip talking to Dowd?
Look at you.
We already heard this. Oh no, it's just the same.
I've seen.
I want to make sure we talk to Dowd because that's important. Dowd is important, guys. I love that the captions auto-corrected that to Dad. Effectively.
Dowd?
We heard Dowd. Now we can make the good choice.
This is what the Abbey tried to hide. This is what the eyeless want to know about.
Yeah.
You don't deserve this. No one deserves this. I won't let the world turn on someone suffering. I found another way. The outsider lived and breathed once. He spent his days on the streets of some forgotten city. These cultists took everything away from him, even his name. But I know what it is. His name is the Mark. Only the dead can read it. If we give that back to him, he'll be free. He'll live out the rest of his days as a man like any other.
The Mark? No. You're here to kill him. You can't ask me to do this, Billy. Not after everyone he's hurt. Not after everything we've done.
Why is he to blame for what we did? He gave us a way to fight back. He never lied to us about what we might become.
You know what I became. We looked down on Dunwall as if we owned it. As if we could drown it in blood. Wow. He knew we'd turn into monsters like him. He always knew. And this Billy, he can't do anything.
They're really like, kill the outsider, kill the outsider, kill the outsider.
I saw the cult who hurt
You
him.
have to choose
He
so many
died
times
once at
that
their
no
hands.
mercy.
Look at him. This wasn't his choice. He never asked for this power.
Then end it. Put him out of his misery if you pity him. It's a better future than anything that might wait for him out there.
But does he have to die? Years ago, I did something terrible to you. I didn't deserve to live. But you let me walk away. You gave me a chance. Let him live, Dowd. Let him have the life he lost. Like you did for me.
When you left Dunwall, I hoped you could live a better life without me. That your future wouldn't be killing for coin until someone came to betray you. Forgiveness is a rare thing in this world, Billy. You're better than I was.
You have to choose so many times mercy. You have to choose so many times to forgive, and that's very powerful. But it's also like a little bit like, oh gosh, you really, really want it. Us to kill.
Billy. For the last time.
I can taste blood in my mouth. I can hear Dowd's voice in my ear.
At the end of the day, just a person.
You have done something impossible.
We let you live. I can take you out of here.
These eyes were closed for centuries. And I saw everything. Down here, I walked through the minds of generations. And now,
you're free.
You're just a person. Arguably, that's a worse fate.
I can't take back what was done to you all those years ago. No more than I can take back what was done to me. But now you have a chance to be something new. To be something better. It must be strange knowing what you know. Seeing with old eyes all the secrets of the world. We've both seen the worst in people's hearts. But in the end, I gave Dowd peace. And maybe you can find some too. There's so much doubt. But there are some things I know are true. The outsider is no more. And with that, the world will change in ways none of us can know. But the void is still there. Echoing just beyond what you can see.
See, one of these endings is either super depressing for our girl Billy, and the other one is just very depressing for Billy. But either way, it's hopeful for the world, which is a choice. Anyway. Anyway, that's it. I have to mute the game because usually the end credits music is copyrighted. But no, I just, I feel so strongly that this, I said it earlier, this entire game has a very grand scope in the story. It has a grand scope in the price too. The price tag is the price tag is wild considering the gameplay length. Wait, when did this come out? Actually, I gotta look that up because age does have something to do with game prices. Tend to decrease as you get older, as the game gets older, and then it spikes up when it becomes vintage. Love that. Okay, so it came out in 2017, which means it's almost 10 years old now. Yeah, it's still listed for $40 on Steam. To be fair, regularly goes on sale for much cheaper than that. But I don't know. If I'm paying $40 for a game that is 6 hours long, if you're playing it through just once, which it really doesn't give you a lot of reason to play it multiple times, unless like you're somebody who likes to collect all the loot, somebody who likes to see all the possible options, then it's just not super flexible. It's a very linear story, which isn't a problem. I like a linear story. But typically it's just not, I can't even say typically, it's just, Actually, it's not. I checked it last week, and it was $30.99, and now it dropped to $20.99. $30. It was $39.99, and now it's $29.99, which $29.99 also is kind of acceptable for this, particularly when it's on sale. And if you're getting Dishonored 2, you can get that bundle on Steam for like $59.99, which is in United States currency, which isn't bad. Actually, like that's better. I know when I bought it on sale, and I was like, if I hadn't bought this on sale, I would be very angry because the price at the time was way too much for what was there. I don't know, for $30, particularly if you get it on sale, it's like, okay, that kind of justifies itself. So I feel more positively. Not when I first got it, but when I first got it, it was only like 3 years old. So the price was higher, and I was coming off of playing Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2. Dishonored 1 is still my absolute favorite, and Dishonored Death of the Outsider is my least favorite, but so that definitely contributes to my opinion of it just kind of going downhill, because it's like a downward spiral of like, I like this less and less and less. And at the time when I got this, this was the most expensive game, and I was like, that just does not justify itself, considering I would say you have to buy this as part of a bundle, because it is essentially a DLC. It is the Knife of Dunwall DLC, except for Dishonored 2. It's literally Knife of Dunwall, Burgmore Witches, except for Dishonored 2. And I don't know why it wasn't just placed as a DLC, why it was made into a separate game. I don't know enough about the behind the scenes to say that. And like I said, I had some art direction issues with just Dishonored 2, and this carries all of that over, which isn't a bad thing. It's just not my personal taste. I don't know. It's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't love it. It's probably not one that I would replay often. I replay Dishonored 1 the most, which just kind of tracks with that being my favorite. I don't play Dishonored 2 except for if I'm playing it on stream, I swear. which I had a lot more fun just being like, oh, let me just play chaotically and have fun with that. And that was fun. But I don't see myself playing that for a while again. And I don't see myself playing this. If I played it in 2020, it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago. And I only now went back to it. Which just says it's not my taste. It's not my taste. And that's fine. That's fine. I think it was definitely more fun for me once I just was like, you know what? Not killing anybody doesn't really matter, so let me just do whatever. And that was a lot more fun. I think there are things in this that you can play around with and will make it fun, but you're really not playing this, I think, for the game itself. You're playing it more for, let me see the end of the story. Which apparently, like, Deathloop takes place in the same universe, which I have to play that. I will eventually play that, but just, I haven't yet. It's... I don't know how I feel about it. At least I'm not feeling so overwhelmingly negative, because the first time I played this, I felt just, this is the worst thing that I have ever played, and I felt really bad after I streamed it, because I was like, I have nothing good to say. I do have good things to say. I just feel like the story deserved more. The price tag at the time when it released deserved more. And I think Billy as a character deserved more. Which I haven't engaged with any like external media, so maybe there's more stuff outside of just the games. I don't know. But I wanted more out of it. And I still do want more out of it. But it's good. It's got fun parts. Still probably wouldn't replay it. I do think that I put a lot more effort into using the different powers more, because that's what I did in my just chaotic streams of with the low chaos chaotic streams. Was I put more effort into using the abilities than I usually do. And I tried to take that here, and that made it a lot more fun, because I was actually like playing with things and exploring, which was a lot of fun. I tend to be pretty gadget reliant when I first play it, because I just do. But this was fun, using more of the displacement and foresight and semblance. Like, that was cool. And I kind of wish there were more powers, because those were really cool when I was using them. The problem is, the first time I played it, I didn't use them, because I didn't understand them. And don't get me wrong, like, I did not fully understand them this time either. But I still used them until I figured it out. I don't know, I just feel like the game deserved more, and it was a little too little for me. I wish it would have been more, but alas. You know what I did notice, though? You know what I noticed? You know what I noticed? This is great. My computer ran so much more smoothly during this. So much more smoothly. I'm so excited. I don't know if that was the memory or what. I had a little bit of a glitch in the beginning, but I don't know what that was about. It's fine. Like, the actual game itself, it felt like it was running a lot smoother. Ooh, I can't wait. I had a game that was super glitchy. And technically it was recommended to only run on SSDs. I don't have SSDs, except now I do. I got a little one, and I was like, it'll be fine. I could load a couple games on here and just see. So, fingers crossed, hopefully that works. Okay, so we finished it. I didn't hate it. Not my favorite. Still probably not my favorite. Still probably wouldn't go back to it. But at the very least, I'm not over here like, this is not worth it. And I know part of that comes down to the money. Price tag, unfortunately, does kind of determine how much value you expect to get out of a game. And there have been a couple games that I've bought because I'm like, oh, I'm really excited about it, or I have to play it because it's the next in the franchise. And it just did not pay off for me. That's why I haven't played Resident Evil 5 on stream, because it's just one of those that does not get me the value I want out of it. But with the price tag being lower, I feel like it justifies its value a little bit more, which is good. But we're gonna see. So I guess after this, I have a plan. Okay, I have a plan. Where I want to do. I want to do a big franchise, but I have something that I want to get done before we start the franchise. So, actually, because I just mentioned it, I might try to play Resident Evil 5 on stream. Because maybe my opinion will be different. I only played it once. Maybe my opinion will be different. So, it's worth a try at the very least. And I think I should get it done just so that I have it in the playlist of, okay, if I really, really feel strongly about, maybe I want to play this again, I can look back and say, okay, here's why I shouldn't, here's why I should. This did prove to me that I should go back and play a game that maybe I wasn't super gung-ho about, because maybe I'll feel differently when I play it if, I play it again years later. Which actually, when did I play? I can check that because it'll tell me when I had the achievements unlocked. That's kind of nice. Okay, so I completed it in 2022. So it's been 3 years. So maybe I will have a different opinion if I play it again. So it's worth doing. I'm going to run through it while I finish up the other stuff that I want to do before I play the new franchise. So we're going to play Resident Evil 5. And I always said I will never play Resident Evil 5 on stream because I did not like it. And I was bad at it. I do think that, and this is true with Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6, but Resident Evil 6 is silly enough that I don't mind. The control scheme is weird. The control scheme is really, really bizarre, particularly on keyboard. So I might just be like, let me just remap everything. We'll see. I'll run like one of the DLCs with things and see how I feel about it. But yeah, we're gonna do Resident Evil 5 just so that, because you know what? I really hate it. Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, the first time I played it. It's been a couple years. I actually really quite enjoyed the gameplay portion of it. I just feel like there's nitpickiness of it should have been a longer game for both the price tag and the story content. The story content, there should have been more. There should have just been more. So maybe I'll feel the same about Resident Evil 5. I know it's more of an arcade shooter than a horror game, which is kind of unfortunate because I'm not big of an arcade shooter person. Just saying. But I'm going to try it. And hopefully it'll be okay. And if I get to the point halfway through where I'm like, you know what, I hate it, we'll switch to something else, okay? I'm committing. We're going to play Resident Evil 5. It's going to be an event. And I might feel a certain way about it. And you might hear me complain a lot. But we're going to do it. It's going to be a time. And I'm going to bear with it. All right? All right. So, that being said, we're kind of done. Yeah. So thank you for visiting me and spending time with me as I finished the Dishonored series again to, have on my YouTube channel, because I previously streamed this at a time where I wasn't archiving my streams on Twitch. So now I have it archived, which I'm happy about. I also played it a little bit more fun than I previously did, which I'm proud of. So yeah. And next we'll be playing Resident Evil 5, I guess. And if I chicken out about it, though, let me go. Okay? Let me go. If I chicken out, I chicken out. It's okay. Anyway, I appreciate you spending this time with me, and I hope that you have a great rest of your weekend. All right?